Okay, this is Mr. Kamal with policeabuse.com. I'm on the line with Danny O'Neill. And Dan, you told me a pretty harrowing story a few moments ago, and I want to start again from the beginning. You got a little upset, and I understand why. I want you to walk me through, and I'll tell you what I know at this point, and then you can take it from there. You had a friend named Larry who had a house that you intended to live in with him, and you had made arrangements and had moved in with him briefly for a few days. His wife filed a restraining order against him, contacted the police, and when he went to court and returned to the house, the police arrived and were going to put both of you out of the house. Now, the part that becomes troubling for me, and maybe you can take the viewer from there, is the part where the police arrive. You guys don't have any weapons. The police have automatic weapons or rifles and so on, and you and Larry are ordered out of the house. Tell me from that moment what happened.
First off, Larry didn't know anything about weapons. He's passed out in the chair. I had called 911 and went out to open the gate because they had said that someone had opened the gate. Me, I don't know what's going on. I figure, okay, I'll go out to open the gate. Clear. So I stepped out beyond the gate, and I see the automatic weapons. And from that point on, I don't know. Basically, I know I got very upset. I'm saying, whoa, automatic weapons, what are you doing here? You came to kill my buddy and me. And I really did get upset. I didn't get physical, I just got very, very upset.
Now, you guys didn't have any weapons on yourselves, correct?
No.
Okay, and you didn't offer any resistance to the police. You were just scared.
Oh, to death.
Okay. All right. And the officers, this is the Wayne County Sheriff's Office?
Lane County Sheriff's Office.
Is that Lane or Wayne?
Lane, L-A-N-E.
Okay, Lane County Sheriff's. Okay.
Right. He's located in Eugene.
In Eugene, Oregon?
In Eugene, Oregon. His office is in Eugene, Oregon. He and the lower sheriff, or whatever they call it, under sheriff.
Okay. So now tell me what happens when you pass out and you wake up and an officer is now standing in front of you.
Well, first off, when I came out and I got upset, two of them seized me and started to take me towards the cruiser. I don't remember whether they had handcuffed me and I passed out, or I passed out and then they handcuffed me. But they were dragging me and saying, "You just lost your rights to freedom." That I remember, but I'm saying, "Please don't pull on my arm. You're going to," and at that point, my world went black.
Dan, tell me what sort of physical condition you're in. I want you to describe your age, weight, and your general physical condition.
I'm 61 years old. After I got out of the wheelchair, I'm definitely considered obese. I have diabetes. I suffer from COPD. I have anxiety attacks because of the COPD. I don't walk very well, but I do walk. I try. I don't want to be confined to a wheelchair, so I make myself walk. Using the cane, I've knocked my shoulder out of its socket. I can barely use my left arm.
So you walk with a cane?
I can't walk with a cane any longer. I've lost the use of the left arm entirely now. Okay? That's nothing to do with the incident. That is what was going to happen, and that's what has happened to me.
Okay.
I no longer have the use of my left arm.
But you're not in great shape.
No. By the time you retire and are old enough, or you've earned the right to smell the roses, your nose is dead.
Got you. So what's your background? What did you do for a living?
When I got out of the Marine Corps, I kicked around for a few years, went to the beach parties. Actually, I went to a couple of peace demonstrations as well. Listened to the whole story, made my decisions that, well, it's time for you to start a family. I met a girl, and I tried to start a family with her, and we did, in fact, have a couple of kids together, but, we just didn't get along. So we went our separate ways, and those girls are grown up and have children of their own now. I met an older woman, 13 years my senior to be exact, and we fell in love. The oddest relationship that people ever saw, but we loved one another. Well, we raised our children. Oh, they were already grown. We actually raised the grandchildren, two of them, lived upstairs. Then she got married and moved across the way and raised three more. Well, they didn't need me anymore, and I needed to stop being Pepe and start being Dan again. So the Beagle and I, they gave me the Beagle because he didn't like the kids. He liked me, though. So the Beagle and I, we bought ourselves a motorhome, went cross-country because we knew my sister was getting ready to retire, and we'd been tied at the hip all our lives. So we decided that Oregon was a nice place because she had already lived here and told me about it. And I said, you're right, I think I'm going to like it. The weather is a lot milder than where we live. Being an amputee is tough. So I came and waited for my sister. We moved to Oregon, and I love it here.
And you've been there ever since?
We've been here 2 years, July the 1st. We rent a home in Junction City. Karen was looking for a piece of property. We have not been able to find anything we can afford. My money has run out. I don't think my sister should have to carry me or try to carry me and her with her what she has tucked away for a house. So she's going to go on her own, and I'm going to have to seek a place to live. But that's minor compared to how I'm feeling and what I'm feeling, and it's really kind of held her up because she doesn't know what's going to happen to me.
So this move that you were making to go live with your friend Larry was going to be something that you had set up as an accommodation. It was going to be where you were going to be living. Now, is that
Yes,
all?
sir.
That was all tossed out the window when the police conducted their raid?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to the raid itself. When the police showed up, you came outside. They were trying to get Larry to come outside. You
Right.
you passed out, and you told me
He
something.
passed out.
He passed out first.
He passed out. I tried to get 911 for him.
Okay, and when you got outside and saw the weapons, you passed out. Now at that point,
I became frightened. From there, I can remember being dragged across the street, basically, being told I lost my rights to freedom, and passing out. I don't know whether I was handcuffed or whether I wasn't when I passed out.
okay, but you got to the point where the police had you in custody, and the troubling part for me is you said that they kept you inside of a confined space in the back of a police car for 2.5 hours without telling you why they were holding you.
Right. I say 2.5 hours. They say an hour and a half. They said an hour and a half to the paramedic.
Okay. They said to the paramedic that they'd had you in the car for at least an hour and a half.
For an hour and a half, right.
Okay.
I get it more like 2.5 hours.
Okay, and the hour and a half or the 2.5 hours, whichever it is that you were in there, no one ever explained to you why you were being held?
Nope.
And they treated you discourteously? Is that what you told me?
I asked for a paramedic, and I was told, you get a goddamn well, I don't think they use the word goddamn. You get your paramedic when this is over.
And they wouldn't give you any explanation for how long you're going to be held?
Nope. And I said, am I under arrest? And no one even spoke to me. I asked for water. I asked for water twice. The second time that sergeant came back over, he walked around to the other side of the car, and he had his mouth just above the screen, on the, what they put on the side of the window.
Mm-hmm.
And he said to me, any one of my men gets hurt, I'm going to lift up the edge of the prison and bury you under it.
He said that?
And, yes, he said that. Now, there were cameras in that cruiser. They're telling me those cameras weren't running. That's the only way I can prove what he said was those cameras. By the way, I was on the phone with 911 when they asked me to go out and open the gate. So the 911 tape will tell you what time they put me in the cruiser.
Because they put you in right after you called 911?
I called 911. When I said, yes, I'm going out to open the gate, I went out, and what's it going to take me? All of 10 minutes beyond that to get down the driveway, wrestle the gate, because I didn't have the keys, wrestle the gate off of the pins. They wouldn't even come to help me do that. It still didn't dawn on me that they're thinking this guy's got weapons because of what Olga said. That's Olga's his wife, by the way. Okay? Evidently, she told the judge the house was bristling with weapons, and they had on their restraining order, on their copy of the restraining order, possible guns. It was showed to Larry has a medical